Rain fell softly over the quiet cemetery, turning the pathways into glistening ribbons of gray. John Matthews, a single dad of two, knelt at his father's grave, brushing the wet leaves from the stone. His father had been his anchor through life, until illness had stolen him 3 years ago. Even now, standing here, the ache of absence was as raw as the day he had held his father's frail hand for the last time. He whispered, almost reflexively, "I miss you, Dad. I hope I'm doing okay." As the wind carried the scent of wet earth and chrysanthemums, John sensed someone watching him. He turned, expecting perhaps another mourner or a stray dog, but saw a woman. She was tall, wrapped in a dark coat, her hair partially hiding her face, her eyes glimmering with something he couldn't place: familiarity? Sadness? Or maybe something else entirely. "I'm sorry to intrude," she said softly, her voice trembling like fragile glass. "I didn't mean to startle you." John studied her, confused. "It's okay. Do I know you?" The woman shook her head. "No. But I knew your father." Her words made John's heart skip. Knew his father? How? He hadn't expected anyone, not after all these years, to have shared a part of his father's life he didn't know. I don't understand," John said, brushing rain from his brow. "Who are you?" "My name is Eleanor," she said, stepping closer. "I knew your father before you were born. There are things he wanted me to tell you, but I wasn't sure how to reach you until now." John's mind raced. Memories of his father flashed, his warm laughter, his protective hands, the way he would rock John to sleep during thunderstorms. And yet here was a stranger claiming to know him intimately. "Tell me," John said, gripping the edge of the grave, "please, tell me what you wanted me to know." Eleanor took a deep breath, glancing at the stone. "Your father was a man of deep regrets, but also of great love. He wanted you to know something he never had the courage to say out loud. He wanted you to forgive him." The words hit John like a physical blow. Forgive him? For what? His father had never been cruel, never abandoned him. Or had he? Questions flooded his mind. "He made mistakes," Eleanor continued. "Mistakes that hurt people he loved. He told me he wished he could do everything differently, especially with you. He didn't know how to tell you, so he asked me, if ever the chance arose, to share this with you." John felt tears sting his eyes. He had spent years holding on to a sense of emptiness, an unspoken tension between himself and the memory of his father. And now, through this mysterious woman, pieces of a hidden past were slowly unraveling. "What mistakes?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Eleanor's gaze softened. "He wasn't always there when he should have been. He put work first, he was stubborn, but he loved you more than anything. And he wanted you to know that even when he failed, you were always his world." John felt a strange mix of relief and sorrow. It was as if a burden he hadn't realized he carried had just been lifted, replaced with understanding and warmth. But he also felt anger, frustration, and longing, all tangled together. "Why now?" he asked. "Why come here, after all this time?" "Because," Eleanor said, her voice steady but gentle, "I couldn't let you grow up with questions that could have been answered. He trusted me to give you this message. He wanted you to heal." John sat down on the damp grass, his hands trembling. I don't know if I can." "You can," she said, kneeling beside him. "Your father's love is with you, always. And he wanted you to carry that love forward. You have 2 beautiful children now, Your father would be so proud of how you've raised them, how strong you are. Memories of bedtime stories, scraped knees, school recitals, and quiet nights with his kids filled John's mind. Eleanor's words wrapped around him like a protective cloak, and for the first time in years, he felt a sense of peace, of completeness. But there's more, Eleanor continued. Your father wanted you to know that he left something for you, something he believed could guide you. She reached into her coat and pulled out a small, weathered box. John took it, feeling the weight of both the object and its meaning. Inside was a collection of letters, handwritten notes addressed to him, each one brimming with advice, love, and encouragement. There were also photographs of his father with people John had never met, images of moments he never knew existed, and a journal filled with reflections, regrets, and dreams for John's future. John opened the first letter, his hands shaking. My dearest John, it began, if you are reading this, it means you have found Eleanor. I wish I had the courage to tell you these things myself. Know that I am proud of you, and I am sorry for any pain I caused. But never doubt the depth of my love. Tears streamed down John's face as he read through the letters, each one revealing layers of his father he had never imagined. Love, vulnerability, hope, every page a bridge to the man he had lost and the boy he had been. Thank you, John whispered to Eleanor. I feel like I've met him again. Eleanor smiled gently. You have. He's always with you. And now, you can carry his lessons forward. In the weeks that followed, John began to understand the true meaning of what Eleanor had shared. He forgave the mistakes of the past, not just his father's, but his own. He embraced the love he had for his children even more deeply, knowing that life's fragility demanded presence, care, and heart. The mysterious woman's visit remained shrouded in quiet wonder. Who she was, and how she had found him, became less important than the message she delivered. She had brought closure, understanding, and a reminder that love transcends time, absence, and mistakes. One day, standing by his father's grave again, John whispered, I forgive you, Dad. And I promise, I'll live with love, the way you would have wanted. A gentle breeze rustled the trees as if carrying his father's own voice in approval. John felt lighter, freer, and more certain than ever before. He understood now that life was not about dwelling on regrets, but about embracing the people we love, forgiving where we must, and leaving a legacy of kindness. He returned home to his children that day with renewed strength. He played, laughed, and shared stories, cherishing every moment. And in the quiet hours, he would read the letters again, letting his father's words guide him, through heartbreak, joy, and the ordinary beauty of daily life. John had faced loss, confusion, and the shadow of unanswered questions. But through the arrival of a mysterious stranger and the wisdom she carried, he discovered the power of forgiveness, the endurance of love, and the importance of connection. Life, he realized, was not about the absence of pain, but about finding light within it, and passing that light on to those we love. Years later, John would tell his children about the mysterious woman who had come to him on a rainy day, who had helped him see his father anew. And he would remind them, with a soft smile, that love could reach across years, across regrets, and even across death, if only we opened our hearts to receive it. And so, the story of a single dad, a father's hidden truths, and a mysterious woman ended not with sorrow, but with hope, understanding, and a profound sense of peace, reminding all who heard it that sometimes, the answers we need come from the most unexpected places.